Welcome to the 32nd edition of Anish Newscaps. I am Pravalika from MSc second year.
I am Rajalakshmi from MSc second year.
Retailers call for coordinated effort to handle second wave of COVID-19 pandemic. The Retailers Association of India called for a coordinated effort at handling the second wave of the coronavirus pandemic instead of creating diverse restrictions at local levels like weekend lockdowns, shutdown at 8 pm and arbitrary testing inside malls, stating that the Indian retail industry has faced many hurdles last year due to lockdowns and localized restrictions. RAI said as the number of COVID 19 cases surge and the pandemic takes a new turn with the second wave, and the retail industry is beginning to see similar issues repeating in some form that were faced last year with varied localized restrictions across states.
India says we expect more as OPEC agrees to ease oil outputs cut slightly. The Ministry of External Affairs on Friday said that the country expected further relaxation in oil outputs cuts a day after Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, Russia and their allies, a group known as OPEC Plus, agrees to gradually ease its output cuts from May. The statement comes in the backdrop of easing the production curbs announcement by OPEC Plus, which has been implementing deep cuts following the oil price collapse triggered by the coronavirus pandemic since last year. The group has agreed to ease oil output by 350,000 barrels per day in May, another 350,000 barrels in June, and further 4 lakh barrels or so in July.
Urban unemployment jumps as second wave slams job market. The urban unemployment jumps as second wave slams job market. The urban unemployment rate climbed to 7.24% in March, 25 basis points more than the previous month. According to the fresh monthly data of Center for Monitoring Indian Economy, the labor force participation rate, adults who are working or actively seeking employment as a proportion of the working age population in urban India also fell. Another pointer is the poor health of the labor market. CMIE data showed that the labor market shrank by almost 3 million people in March against February.
Highways constructions touched record 37 km per day. Union Minister Nitin Gadkari said that the pace of highway construction in the country has touched a record 37 km per day in financial year 2020 to 2021. He said the achievement was remarkable as it was achieved despite of constant posed by the COVID-19 pandemic. The Ministry of Road Transport and Highways constructed 13,394 km of highways in the financial year 21. Tremendous progress has been achieved in building national highways across the country. We have achieved road building pace of 37 km highway a day, Gadkari said.
COVID rips havoc. India's middle class shrinks by 32 million. The India middle class slumps by a record 32 million due to COVID-19 pandemic downturns. According to the US-based Pew Research Center, low-income tier people with an income of rupees 150 or less a day rose by 75 million, which also account for 60% of the global increase in poverty. In just 1 year since the pandemic, the poverty rate in India has risen to 9.7% in 2020 from the January 2020 forecast of 4.3%. In 2020, most people in India, 1.2 billion in 2020, most people in India, 1.2 billion before the pandemic, were in the global low-income tier.
RINL puts up a stellar performance. Rashtriya Ispat Nigam Limited has put a spectacular show after the Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs, according in principle approval to the proposal of Niti Aayog for 100% privatization of Navratna Company on January 27. RINL achieved a sales turnover of Rs 18,000 crore, the second highest in its history, by registering a growth of 13% during 2021. RINL's financial liability increased to Rs 22,000 crore due to investment of rupees 16,000 crore on expanding capacity from 3 million ton to 7.3 million ton in two phases of borrowing loans on highest interest.
No plans to exit India business, Franklin Templeton. India's President Sanjay Sapre of Franklin Templeton has said that the fund house has no plans to exit its India business. At the outset, I wish to clarify the Franklin Templeton commitment to India remains steadfast. We were clearly entrenched in the Indian mutual fund industry and have remained a part of the industry even while many other global asset managers decided to leave, he said. Please let me assure you, we have no plans to exit our India business. Any speculation suggesting otherwise or any rumors around sale of our business in India are incorrect and simply that rumors. The president of Franklin Templeton India told the investors.
Bihar farmer is growing world's most expensive vegetable, hop shoots. A vegetable known for its antibacterial properties is being grown by a farmer. Hop shoots sell for around 1 lakh a kilogram. Amresh Singh, a 38-year-old who hails from Kamdi village in Aurangabad, started growing a vegetable in his 5 kathas of farmland. Singh said that over 60% of his cultivation bore fruit and requested Prime Minister Narendra Modi to make special arrangements for promotion of hop shoots cultivation. The medical benefits of hop shoots are that it helps to create antibodies to fight against diseases like tuberculosis. Thank you. Stay updated.